up, y'all? Hunter with Small Arms Combatives Gear, smallarmscombativegear.com. Today, we're going to be talking about our Operator War Belt. So what this is, it's a MOLLE belt. It is a 2-inch wide belt, extremely stiff. I mean, it's like hard plastic. Essentially, that's what it is. So 2 inches wide, and there is a 1-inch Cobra buckle. And the webbing is located right here. That way it's super adjustable. You have Velcro on the webbing so that it can be, kept in one place. You're going to get a piece of Velcro one wrap. And basically how this works is that one wrap kind of stays right there. And once you get it adjusted wherever you want it, you can fold this over however many times you want and wrap that around. That also acts as a stop for the Cobra buckle. Being that it's Velcro also sewed onto webbing, that does kind of make or prevent this from slipping, which is sometimes a common problem with this particular Cobra buckle, or really all Cobra buckles. Sometimes those belts want to slip, and so by locking that all in right there, it totally prevents that. So Cobra buckles have to be under a load in order to prevent them from slipping. And so as long as you have this webbing laid down flat and locked and under a load, it'll be fine. The only way this actually can adjust is if you pull on the Cobra buckle like that. You have to pry it basically open. So that's how that works. And, it's simple, and you can get Velcro one wrap from almost anywhere should it wear out or you need to replace it. However, Velcro one wrap will come with the belt. This is going to be available in all the colors on the website. This particular example, of course, is in multicam. And so we actually sew the fabric onto a stiff material, and it's actually like a woven webbing. It has like a high resin content, so that makes this belt extremely stiff. As you can see, it is actually a thinner belt than a traditional MOLLE belt that's out there. And what that does is make the belt super lightweight. Matter of fact, all the weight that's actually in this belt is in the buckle. So got a few things here. Super adjustable buckle. It's definitely a lot more adjustable than like the 1 3/4 buckles out there. These 1-inch Cobra buckles have the same strength rating as the larger buckles anyway, unless you go with the buckles with the D-ring, which that's an option should you want to get it that way. And so the regular 17-337 webbing has a strength of 1,200 pounds. These Cobra buckles have a strength of, their working load's like 2,000 pounds, so a ton. And should you want to up the strength of this belt, and you can order it this way too. This is tubular nylon, so it actually has a strength of 4,000 pounds. So it's just a rolled flat tubular nylon. That's where we cut it with the hot knife. But this would be a tube, and we can sew these. The tubular nylon can go all the way through just like that. If you're not, clipping into anything and you need that super weight rating, then you probably don't need the tubular nylon anyway. So like I said, 1,200 pound break strength at least on the 17-337 webbing, which is the adjustment strap on there. And then of course this webbing, from what we understand, also has a break strength itself of about 4,000 pounds. So it's in there. MOLLE's in there. It's good and tight. You can run, MOLLE straps to there, malice clips, whatever you choose. I know a lot of people are running like Velcro one wraps now to hold their pouches on and stuff like that. So it is a very stiff and sturdy belt. So you can, with hook on the inside of the belt, You can mate it up with, any of the inner belts that we offer on the websites. You get the choice on that. Maybe you have a inner belt that you prefer, but we have tons of those. But this is the biggest part, so stay tuned. This right here is a 3-inch pad, and it has loop Velcro. So why we call this the operator war belt? Because it could either be an operator belt or a like a war belt, like a padded war belt. And the way this works is you just take the belt, should you want to run this on the outside of your clothing, and you just kind of mate that down just like that. Put the Velcro in there, and then now you have a padded belt. So we decided to go with 3-inch, and that would provide even more stability should you slide a holster on and you have the padding on the back there. We want to ensure that when you're wearing this, that you have plenty padding around those edges there. And so there you go, you can get the padding for that war belt as well. And so there it is, very, very stiff belt, extremely lightweight. So there's like a foam padding there on the inside. And so that's our operator war belt. You can get them on the website, smallarmscombativesgear.com. Look up belts or any of our combat gear on the website, and you'll find it. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to load this thing up. We're going to put some of the pouches that I like to run, that we make here. I'll load this thing up and show you guys, how I run, one of these. All right, so running over everything that we wore today. So it's our micro rig, an old 4 AR mags. I don't have one in this pouch right now. You can also switch the insert out, put 7.62 or subgun mags, whatever you're into. So there it is, clips right into our plate carrier. So we got that, and plate carrier comes off. So it's a little warm today. So like, yeah, the nameplate on the back of the suspenders. It's got some of them. There we go. There's your blooper for every video. Yeah, so plate carrier. It's one I'm rocking. It's ours. 6-point suspender setup. So there it is. Got our belt, all our pouches and stuff that we make. There's one pouch, this one, we don't make it. It's a cool little rat's tourniquet pouch though. Just really small. But everything else we make here. So don't make the Safariland holster, but Safariland makes those. This is it. Doffing it, it's pretty simple. So there it all is. Let's lay it out like that. So everything on there. smallarmscombativesgear.com. Okay, so this is the whole setup here. I run the 6-point suspenders, kind of just starting at this end. I got my fast mag pouch here, 3 mag AR pouch. Knife is bolted to the side of that. There's some PALS locations on either side of that. Dump pouch is mounted to a fast mag right there, so dump pouch can fold up as well. This is so all this stuff is ours. You can find it on the website. Butt pack, medical. It's a 6x6 tear off wedged in there, and when this is worn around, canteen will go in there. I got the canteen out of there right now. 3 mag mag pouch right there, and got this is the, I can't remember, the Safariland holster, but there's the 6004 like adapter, which is right there. And the reason why we went with a 3-inch pad for this inner belt part here is so that hard part right there on the holster isn't, you know, digging into your fat rolls if you got that. But you know, there it is. You know, just so you don't have any pressure from that. But not a problem. You know, mounting the pistol. So a lot of people have a hard time mounting pistols to setups like this. Just kind of roll it around here, and everyone can see, you know, the inside. Forgive me if the camera's shaking around, but there's the padding. So the padded inner belt part. I use malice clips. They haven't failed me yet. Been using these for years. This is how I prefer to attach the suspenders to the belt. I run the malice clip through, and then I add the D-ring through the molly strap, malice clip, whatever you're using that you think is strong enough for that job. But I run it through that way. This way I have more control over exactly where I want my D-rings. So I got the D-rings over all the heavy things, like these double mag pouches, you know, on each side and stuff like that. So this being a 6-point suspender setup, it really does help to distribute that weight. I don't have like all the weight on my shoulders. I do tighten the belt a little bit, so it doesn't move, but the weight is sitting on the hips, and, you know, I can adjust, you know, the belt tightness, and that'll kind of either add weight to the shoulders or take it away. Just depends on how I feel that day. But that's how I do it. The D-rings come on the butt packs. If you get a butt pack, there's going to be 2 D-rings on there anyway, because the butt pack is taller in the belt, especially when it's loaded out. So that's how we got everything here set up. Just really goes to show you how much this operator war belt can hold, especially with a setup like this. So it's holding a lot of stuff. So right now there's 7 mags on here, a butt pack, knife, pistol, 2 pistol mags, and you know, then of course the canteen would be there in the medical pouch, knife. So that's a ton of stuff. Got, you know, stuff that you would put in your butt pack, snivel gear and whatnot. All right, everyone. Well, this is Hunter with SmallArmsCombativesGear.com. This is our operator war belt, 2-inch wide belt, of course, with Molly. So check it out on the website, give it a try, see how you like it.